Hey folks, this is Old Texas Paul. I want you to watch this video. This is Mike Johnson after his meeting with Volodymyr Zelenskyy on the Hill. Take a look at this video.
Just had a good meeting with President Zelenskyy. I reiterated to him that we stand with him and against Putin's brutal invasion. The American people stand for freedom, and they're on the right side of this fight. I have asked the White House since the day that I was handed the gavel as Speaker for clarity. We need a clear articulation of the strategy to allow Ukraine to win. And thus far, their responses have been insufficient. They have not provided us the clarity and the detail that we requested over and over since literally 24 hours after I was handed the gavel as Speaker of the House. And so what the Biden administration seems to be asking for is billions of additional dollars with no appropriate oversight, no clear strategy to win, and none of the answers that I think the American people are owed. I have also made very clear from day one that our first condition on any national security supplemental spending package is about our own national security first. The border is an absolute catastrophe, and this is because of the policies of this White House and this administration. We had 12,000 illegal crossings on one day last week alone, on Wednesday. We have almost now 280 known terrorists that have been apprehended at the border. None of this counts the gotaways. If you add the numbers up, it's almost 7 million people who have been encountered at the border just since President Biden took office, and at least 2 million gotaways. This is twice the population of my state of Louisiana. Fentanyl is the leading cause of death for Americans age 18 to 49 in this country. Fentanyl poisoning, because it's allowed over the border. We have human trafficking and all the other terrible things. In the last 3 months, October, November, December alone, we've had more illegal crossings at the border than in any entire year during the Obama administration. The American people see this, they feel it acutely, they see all the terrible societal ills that come from this, and it must be addressed.
Mike Johnson, I call him the preacher of the House, just sat there and lied to you. Lied to your face. They do not support Ukraine. They support Putin. They have always supported Putin. They continue to support Putin. This is lying rhetoric. If you listen to what he's saying, well, we've asked for clarification. What clarification do you need? I'm a hillbilly out in the state of Texas, and I can tell you what the damn plan is. We keep our economic sanctions in place. We keep crippling Russia. We keep handing the Ukrainians weapons. You know, when they talk about billions and billions of dollars, they want you to envision pallets of shrink-wrapped cash just being dropped into Ukraine. That is not the case. They're counting the value of the weaponry we give them. That's what they're counting. And they act as though we're handing them pallets of cash. We're not. And those estimates of what that weaponry is worth, I mean, we're handing them used tanks. They're using those values as though they're brand new tanks. I don't want to get onto a sidetrack here, but even his numbers are a lie. The plan is really simple, folks. Russia is on the verge of economic collapse. They're starting to see inflation skyrocketing. They're about to have just unchecked, uncontrollable inflation. What is the big deal with that? The rest of the world has seen inflation since COVID. The big deal with Russia is that we're seeing inflation because of the demand for goods, because our economy is running red hot. That's why we have that in corporate greed. That's why we have inflation here. Russia is in just the opposite situation. Due to sanctions, there's almost no demand for their goods. Oil prices are in the toilet. They're a one-trick pony. They really are. And they're starting to see hyperinflation. No demand and hyperinflation. That is the indicator that their economy is collapsing. That is how Ukraine defeats Russia. We keep supplying Ukraine the arms they need to stay in this fight. F-16s, training. You know, this is so disingenuous from Preacher Johnson to pretend he doesn't know what's going on. That is such a lie. You know, I know what's going on. I know that we are funding training for their Air Force so that they can use Western, NATO, mainly our weapons systems. Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union. Most of their weapon systems are Russian. We're training their pilots. We're training their artillery. We're training their troops. to fight utilizing Western weapons because Ukraine wants to be part of the West, folks. They don't want to be that corrupt, Russian, disgusting, former Soviet crap anymore. They want freedom. And you have Preacher Johnson here just lying to your face, pretending like he doesn't know that we're funding that training. And he's counting those dollars and he presents them like, oh, billions of your tax dollars. He knows it's going to training. He knows. Talking about no accountability. No accountability, my butt. No accountability, my wide butt. They account for every damn dollar. They over account for it. They take a used weapon system and they account for it like it's brand new. He knows. He's a liar. He's disingenuous. And how refreshing would it be? How refreshing would it be if for once Republicans would just do the right thing without a, well, you got to pay me. Listen to this talk about the border. You know how many pieces of border legislation we have passed as Democrats to try to modernize what's going on down at the border, modernize our computer systems, modernize our technology. And what do? They waste money on this ridiculous, idiotic wall because it goes to their buddies. Another reason they want to send money to the border is my governor down in this state pissed away $8 billion on a re-election boondoggle. Remember Operation Lone Star? Yeah, he's in real financial straits over this. He needs that federal money, and Mike Johnson is going to blackmail the White House into sending money down to my state to cover that gap. They're going to pay off. It's going to be all payola to their buddy contractors to do idiotic things instead of doing what really helps. We are a country, an aging country. We desperately need immigration. We Democrats have tried over and over and over again to modernize our immigration systems so that we can bring people into this country. But no, the Republicans vote no on that all the time because for their voters, it's about hate. They don't want them brown people. They don't want them brown people in our country. Fentanyl, fentanyl, fentanyl. They're idiots. They're idiots. And this man is a liar. He is sitting there just lying about Ukraine, lying about oversight, lying about not knowing, I'm not getting enough information. You can say that all damn day. I'm not getting enough information. I guarantee you he is briefed. He gets classified briefings as to what is going on in Ukraine. That man knows. And he is just lying to you to your face. How refreshing would it be if just for once Republicans would just do the right thing? Because people, if Ukraine fails, if the Republicans get what they want to appease Putin, save Putin's face. They want to prop up Russia's economy so they keep getting their checks. If they get that, your children fight a world war. Let me repeat that. If Russia succeeds in Ukraine, your children fight another world war. Because Putin absolutely is not going to stop. He's already in Moldova, folks. Just south of Ukraine, he's already in Moldova. They're going to keep rocking through Europe. That's why the election of Tusk in Poland is huge. Because the man understands. Poland gets it. They're in the region. They understand. If we appease Putin and allow him to succeed in Ukraine, that will domino into Europe and we will have World War III, folks. We will. We must equip the Ukrainians to fight Russia off of their land. Period. Stick with the sanctions that are working. The Russian economy is collapsing. The end result of this will be the Russian people will deal with Putin because they'll want a future. Hang tight, stick strong, put pressure on these Republicans, and don't pay attention to the shiny freaking objects. Fentanyl, fentanyl, fentanyl. It's bullshit. It's just a lie. Stick tight, folks. Support Joe. Be a ride or die Democrat and vote blue. This is Old Texas Paul out. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks so much for watching. We're only a few subscribers short of 2 million subs. Please subscribe right now to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel for free and help us grow this unapologetically pro-democracy network.